What's up, everybody? Facebook is still there. Yay! So, I'm going to give it just a second as people pop in. Make sure you say hi. Say live in the comments if you're live. And make sure you hit hashtag replay if you catch the replay. So, I'm going to give it just a second. But I'm going to let you know why I'm live today. And it's because of a really incredible, essentially 48 hours. What's up, everybody? Tammy, Carrie, Steve Hopper in the house. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for popping in. Listen, this is going to be a good one. So feel free to invite a friend, share it out. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments on this, because I feel like this is going to speak to a lot of people who also go through this, okay? So the last 48 hours for me have been really like epiphanies happening for me. Like I'm really kind of breaking through my own hiccups, my own obstacles in my mind, in my spirituality. And this is not a woo-woo live, but it's really profound what happens when you get to that point in your life where you identify certain things. You talk to the right people who are very empathetic, very intuitive, and they help you drill down what's going on in your own mind to kind of break out of that. And so yesterday afternoon, I had a Facebook Live interview with a very good friend of mine, Stephen Eugene Kuhn, fellow veteran. This guy's amazing. You should totally go check him out. But we were talking about LinkedIn and getting ourselves out there on LinkedIn. And something that I really appreciate about Stephen, a reason why he and I are such good friends, is because he talks about his HIP program: honesty, integrity, and transparency. And I follow that every single day with my business. And we had a really good conversation just talking about why we do what we do and the people that we impact, and just, changing people's lives. And it's really powerful for me because in the last month and a half alone, I've had a handful of people reach out to me via Facebook Messenger and email and even on Instagram and just message me out of nowhere and tell me that I've literally changed their lives. That's a very profound compliment to receive. For someone to tell me that I'm changing their lives, right? For multiple people to tell me that I'm changing their lives. So something that I'm learning to do more is, as much as I give, I have to learn how to receive back from the world, from the universe, all these energies that kind of flow back and forth, right? And there's been a fear. I'm going to get choked up even talking about this. There's been a fear in my heart and in my head that if I take back that it's, I'm being greedy, I'm being selfish, that if I accept the good things coming to me, that I'm being selfish, right? Because I give selflessly as much as I can, as much as, my body, my mind, my spirit will allow me to, as being a mother, being a wife, I still have a full-time job, I give very much of myself. And I've literally had people ask me, hey Trish, what are you allowing the world, the universe, the people in general, what are you allowing people to give back to you? If somebody offers to do something kind for me, historically, in the past few months especially, I've been like, no, it's okay. But I have to understand, and you all have to understand this too, that if you do things, very, very kind things for people, if you're helping people, sometimes the only way that they can pay you is in that gratitude of giving back, right? Sometimes people don't have that monetary value, that money, not even in Bitcoin, to give back to you, okay? So one of my fears has been to say, thank you, I appreciate that, I will take that, I will receive what you're giving me. And like I said, it's a fear because it makes me feel greedy, it makes me feel selfish. But what I have to understand, and what we all have to understand, is that if we don't do that, then people, they feel selfish and greedy. And I don't want to put that on somebody else as much as I feel it for myself. If that makes sense to you all, please let me know. Nathan Fraser wants to come on. All right, buddy. Hold on a second. Let me... Another thing that have to talk about though. Nathan Frazier wants to come on. I'm going to let him on because I absolutely adore him. Woo! I'm getting a little sweaty, guys. I'm getting a little sweaty. So hopefully, oh my God, I love him so much. We'll see when he pops in. There he is.
Hey,
What's going on?
how are you?
This guy's awesome. So please tell me, why did you want to come on? What was it about what I'm talking about made you want to come on?
Because I wanted to tell you, I struggled with the exact same thing for so many years. And I wanted to tell you something. This is what finally helped me get over it. And you were hinting at it, but I wanted to really spell it out for the people. When you give something to somebody, how does it make you feel?
Amazing.
So when somebody wants to give something back to you and you hesitate to accept it, you're denying them that same feeling. You're saying the thing that I really enjoy, the thing that makes me feel so good when I give to you, and you've just given me the opportunity to return that to you and let you have that same feeling. When you say, no, I'm not going to accept it, you're denying them that because it's going to make them feel the same way. And if you deny them that, you've created imbalance in the universe, and you've basically you've done them wrong by not allowing them to accept or to get that same feeling of giving back to you.
That's it. That's literally it. And it took me literally this last week and the more really last 24 hours to realize that I can't, who am I? Literally, how dare I deny someone to give me a gift in return for the gift that I've just given to them? That's like going to Christmas and being the guy at like the elephant party, and you're like, damn it, I forgot my gift.
Yep. So I just wanted to come on. You were touching on something that really hit home for me, and I know as giving entrepreneurs, the majority of the people that we run with, I know that it's not just us two that deal with it. And I just wanted to really nail home, when you don't give somebody that chance to give back to you, you're denying them the ability to get that really good, warm, fuzzy feeling that we get when we give to people. So it's important to bring balance to the universe, to allow people to give back to you.
It's 100%. And I'm really, really glad that you came on, because you're literally one of my absolute favorite people on the planet, but definitely one of my favorite people in this marketing circle. And those of you who don't know who this guy is, shame on you. Go check him out. He is an incredibly gifted copywriter, and he's been doing Facebook Lives like every day, and he's doing awesome with it. And I'm just like, I appreciate you. You got an incredible podcast, guys. Please go check out Nathan Frazier if you don't know who this guy is. I just adore him.
Okay, well, Trish, I got to get out of here. I freaking love you. I love what you're doing, and thank you for bringing me on. And today's message just really hit home for me, so I wanted to come on and share it and totally second what you were saying.
Absolutely. No, definitely. Go hop off when you got to. So there's another message that I have today, guys, and this is a two-part live, okay? It was about giving and receiving back, okay? So again, if somebody does something really kind for you, if the only thing that you have to give in return is your own services, your own skill set, whatever it is, offer that to the person and say, hey, listen, I can give you this in return. I still do that. I do it very often, actually, because it's, believe it or not, there are plenty of people out there who are just, they have a problem, that fear, right, of pressing live and understanding how to do that. So that's one of the best things that I can teach people. And speaking of fear, this is something that I talked to with a mindset coach yesterday. The guy's name is Rusty Pang. He's an amazing person, fellow veteran. He's, I think currently, he's active duty Navy right now. He's getting out in just a few months. So Rusty, I hope you're catching this. I'll make sure that I tag you after this live is over. But guys, if you're catching me live, please tell me live in the comments. If you're catching the replay, hit #replay. And do me a favor, tell me where you are in the world. It's really important to me that I know where I'm reaching on this beautiful globe that we live on. So the other piece is fear. And I'm talking about fear today because it's something that I promise you, I deal with this more than you even believe. And I still get nervous when I press live, to be honest with you, which is telling me that it's, you know, it's a good thing because it's me coming out of my comfort zone, right? But the fear that I have had, oh God, I'm gonna get emotional again. The fear that I have had is, believe it or not, a fear of success. If you feel this at all, talk to me. Let me know in the comments. I have had a fear of success, and here's why. And this is something that Rusty and I figured out by digging really deep into my history, into my life, into everything that's happened with me in my life. And my battery is dying. I gotta plug this in. So the fear of success comes from comparing myself to other people. And I know that we all do this, right? So my friend Pam Gort Russell wrote a very short book about this about a year ago or so, and it's called Comparison Prison. I'm plugging in my phone, sorry. I gotta make sure that I don't, yeah, right? So we all go through it. We literally all go through it, right? So I'm talking about this today because I am one of those people. When I was a kid, I compared myself to my siblings. I compared myself to the girls in junior high and high school who were cheerleaders and could do backflips and somersaults. And I'm like, well, I can't do that, right? I compared myself to the smarter kids because I was a mediocre student. You know, I didn't have a mathematical brain. I didn't operate like that. You know, my brother was always very intelligent, very smart at math. He's now a chiropractor. He got a freaking degree in chemistry, right? My other brother's an incredible salesperson. I've literally never really been that good at sales, believe it or not. But I was really good at music. I was a decent singer for a few years there. And you put a script in front of me and I could get on stage and I could act out that script and no problem, okay? So I compared myself to other people. And yesterday I had this like breakthrough conversation because at the end of the day, folks, it's not fair for us or even the other people that we're comparing ourselves to compare ourselves to other people, because that's like comparing apples to oranges. Those people haven't lived our life. They haven't experienced our successes or our failures. They haven't experienced our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings, our tears, our heartache. I mean, all of it, right? They haven't felt any of that. And in the same while, we haven't experienced theirs. We don't know really and truly what other people's lives are like, the triumphs and the successes and the obstacles, the near-death experiences. We don't know. We know what they tell us, but we don't always know the whole story, and it's not our life. So how can we compare ourselves to anybody but ourselves? And that's what Rusty and I talked about yesterday. The only person I should be comparing myself to is myself in the past. And it's only fair for me to look at myself today in comparison to what I looked like a year ago, personally, professionally, as a mother, as a wife. And I need to celebrate how far I've come. I need to celebrate my growth and not compare myself to anyone else, but celebrate who I am and how far I have come. And I think that when I realized that, literally, I had the most incredible mindset shift I've ever had since I've been in this business. And that's a very powerful feeling because it's liberating. When you realize that you don't have to compare yourself to anybody and that you shouldn't be, now you can appreciate what those other people are doing without saying, gosh, I wish I was like that person. You're never going to be like that person. You might have similar successes, but that metric is only going to be measured by your own actions, by your own results, your own skills. So you might be more skilled and you might be more gifted at something than someone else is, but you only need to worry about improving on your own things and comparing yourself to how you used to be versus how you are now today. So it's not an overnight thing for me. I still have to work on that, right? That's what life is all about. We're a work in progress. But if we can look at that, identify those fears, and then realize where it comes from, what's the root cause of it, that's a huge stepping stone in pivoting our mindset and realizing what we can do with the gifts that we do have, our own selves. So I would love for you to tell me in the comments what some of your successes have been in the last year, because I'd love for us to celebrate those successes. And it can be absolutely anything. If you went from juggling 1 egg to juggling 3 eggs without cracking them, I want to hear about that. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. You know, this isn't just an entrepreneurial thing. This isn't just a marketing thing. This isn't just a business thing. Folks, this is a life thing, okay? Because we all, for some people it's called a mindset shift, and other people in you know, in the real world where it's not business, it's called a coming to Jesus moment. It's called, I can put the Xanax away now. I'm not on Xanax. But it's important that we recognize this. And I'll tell you right now, I'm 40 years old. Some people don't figure this out until later in life. And if you're in your 20s and you've already figured this out, then God bless you. You're definitely ahead of the game. But I really wanted to talk about that, because it is extremely liberating when you identify what your fears are and just, you know, do a deep dive and go talk to somebody about that. Seriously, like, it could be a mindset coach. It could be a therapist. Whoever that person is, it could be a friend, it could be a family member. Write it down on a piece of paper and put it out there into the street and light it on fire. Send it out into the universe and remove it. Remove it from your mind, guys. We are so conditioned to believe certain things about ourselves. And I invite you, and I suggest, and I hope to God that you're listening to this and you're catching it and it's speaking to you, and that you too find yourself in a position where you're saying, you know what? You're right, Trish. You're right. We have no right comparing ourselves to other people. We should only compare ourselves to how we used to be and see how far we've come, and then celebrate that success. And I invite you all to do that. If this was powerful for you, if this helped you out at all, if this is something that makes you feel like, you know what, I have somebody who needs to hear this, tag that person, share this out. I appreciate you all. Folks, my name is Trish Lito. If you are interested in learning more about what I do with social media, especially with Facebook Lives, feel free to shoot me an email and we'll have a consultation. You can email me, trish@trishlito.com. I hope you have a fantastic afternoon. Much love to you all. Go forth and press live with purpose. Peace out.